Hi everybody! So what I'm making is a, these are a Bonnie. I've got it really close up so you can see the sewing machine today. But I'm just going to be making these, zippers that you put into a bag. This is what it looks like on the back side. I haven't sewn them up yet, but so on the inside, this is what they'll look like. So that you won't see any stitching on the zipper side of things here. There you go. So once it's all finished, when you open up, this one's all finished. This one's all finished. So when you open it up, you don't see any stitching on the inside. Too bright. Yeah, see? Open up like that. Yeah. So that's the inside of the zipper pocket. So what I went ahead and did is, these are the two Bonnie panels all sewn together. So I've got the cork side and the fabric side. I take this and, where's my ruler? Okay. So since these are shrunk down, it's smaller than what I have for the original pattern. So I kind of adjusted it. So I have these up 5 inches for this bottom line, and it's 7 inches wide because I like to have my outside pockets all standard size, so 7 inches. And then because my zipper, the width of my zipper, I do them 3/8 inch up. I accidentally marked it a half on here, so ignore that top line. And this is the little lines. And then I cut all these little strips out ahead of time. These are going to be my facing strips that I use to stitch on this side. On this side. Oh, it's so weird to have the video facing the wrong way. So this is what I have it. I have like these, and I have them in black, and I have them in white. So I have like a whole bunch of these already pre-cut. So I think I cut them like, what, 2.5 inches by like 9 inches. And it's just that canvas material. That, oops, where is it? There we go. It's just the waterproof canvas material that I use for the facing. So, alright, so what I do is I take this piece, which is my little facing piece, right side up, and I take my bag piece, which is already sewn and already top stitched down, so it's all ready to go, right side up, and I just kind of angle it so it's underneath, and like you can, if you run your fingers along here, you can feel where it's at. I can feel where that facing is, so like I'm just running my fingers along the edge of where the facing is, so you just want it larger than your lines. And then I change my stitch length to like a 3 or less than a 3. So stitch length is smaller. Oh, I got a fuzzy on my needle. My stitch length is like at a 3, and I kind of tighten my tension down just a little bit so it kind of really holds everything together. And I just stitch right along that line. And then at the corners, make sure you put your needle down right at the corner. Not like over, but right in the corner of your line. Pick everything up, turn it, and then, you know, make sure everything is like 90 degrees and straight. And then put your needle straight down right in that corner again. Okay. So we're finishing around right in the corner. And then I don't back tack, I just kind of run over it again. And then there's that guy. Trim off the threads. And then see here, you can see how it stitches on the facing part. It stitches onto the thing. Right. Ta-da! So these guys, since they're all standard, I make these up a bunch ahead of time. So basically these are 2 pieces of 9-inch by 7 or 7.5 inches tall, 9 inches wide, and then 9 inches of zipper. And when I sew them on, I fold it down and then stitch it on. So like what I'll do is I'll take this and I'll roll it, and I lay the zipper on top and I just tack them on. The reason I roll this is because it holds better. So like you won't have it like pulling through your thread. So it just kind of locks that lining onto your zipper before you even stitch them. Yeah, stupid Facebook. I don't know what is the deal, but it's really confusing to have to look at a whole bunch of different screens and everything's backwards to figure out what I'm supposed to be looking at. Okay. And then, oh, stuck to there. So this is a roll of double stick tape that I dropped on the floor, and so it's got threads all stuck to it. Anyway, so this is double stick tape by 3M. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it from 3m.com. It is not cheap, but it is really, really worth it. I love this stuff. Okay, so you'll need that too. And you'll need a pair of really good, super sharp scissors that are really sharp right at the tip, so you can get into the little corners. So I just take my little guy and I fold him over. So I cut down the center. Like 1/2 inch to the edge, I guess. I don't cut all the way down to the edge. And I just cut an angle to the corner. And you want to snip right into the corner. Do not snip the thread though. But you want to get as close to that corner as you can. See? See how close he is in there? Yeah. So you get right up into there, but without actually cutting the thread. So now we're all nice and trimmed and cut. This, we then take our facing piece and we fold it up and we do a little crease. So yeah, so we make a nice little crease on that. Nice little crease on this side. Okay, so now we're all creased. I take my double stick tape. It's really hard to this is like a weird angle for me to do this at, so bear with me here. These things do come with like this giant tape gun thing, but I'm lazy and the humidity here is bad and it tends to make it all gum up, so I just do it by hand. It works better for me. Okay, so double stick tape on either side of this. Now we're going to turn it right side. Looks really wonky. But you're going to go in there with your fingers and pull it so it's nice and straight and kind of crease in so it rolls just a little bit in. You want to see a little bit of the front fabric showing to the back, just a hair. And you can kind of finger press it. So, can you see how I have it kind of rolled back just a little, like not even 1/8 of an inch, like a 1/16 of an inch. It's like rolled back. So, because you don't want any of this to show on the outside. If anything, you want this to roll in just a little bit, but not on the outside. So I peel off the double stick tape, press him down. So I stick it down. So if this is already nice and laid flat and your little window here is nice and straight, then you've got a good foundation. If this is all wonky and wiggly, it's really hard to recover from that. What do I do with my tape? Okay. Now we double stick tape it again. Okay. Alright. So now we have double stick tape on either side. This is what our front looks like. See, from the front, you don't see any of that facing fabric at all. See? You don't really want to see it. Yeah. Thread on there. Okay. And so this is our zippered pocket. This is what the inside looks like, so you don't see any stitches. And this is just tacked on there. I make these all up ahead of time because they're all like a standard size for me, so I have like a little drawer full of them. Oh, peel off our tape. Double stick tape there. Okay, give me 1 second because I can't do this sideways. Now when you lay this down, you're gonna hold it so your fingers are here on either side, and then you can feel your zipper to kind of center your zipper. Now when I'm trying to do this so you can see. Zipper tape has a nifty little woven line in it. I can't see. It has a nifty little woven line in it, and you can line up your tape right along that line to keep it all straight. There we go. Okay. And then on the top, I do the same. I wiggle it so that the pole gets out of the way, because sometimes the pole gets stuck in there. Okay. There. Now we're all stuck down. Okay. Well, I guess there you go. You can kind of see. So we have it. The zipper tape has a little line. Let me see if you can see the line. So see this little woven line right here on your zipper tape, where it goes from like an angle to straight? I try to line it up right at where those two meet, and then it keeps it super straight along the zipper, so you have a perfectly aligned zipper. Okay, so on the back it looks like this. We want it to flip up, so you want the bottom to the top. So push everything up to the top. So see the zipper is coming up to the top of the bag? That's what we want. So it's going to lay everything straight. I gotta get my light back here. So now we're going to stitch starting right here at the top of this corner, all the way down, all the way across, and then back up to this top corner. And then we're going to stop. And I'll show you what that does. Put your stitch length back to 4, where it's supposed to be. When I stitch so that the edge here is just on the inside of my foot, which makes it like about 1/8 of an inch over from the edge. And you can see where it's lining up. This zipper is lining up with that, the little woven part on the zipper tape. We're going to lay our fabric, again, facing this direction, and we're going to stitch this bottom part from this corner all the way down and all the way around so that they're pulled the right direction. See, I just wanted to show it to you guys twice. That's why I messed it up. Okay. Snip, 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 snip. And the bottom. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look. So then we have a tail here on one side, and we have this little tail over on this side. We kind of pull our tail, and pull this tail just a little bit. And you pull this down. This is the bottom of the zipper heading down this way. So you pull it, and you pull it here. Can you see what's happening here? So that it makes these stitches long, but they still stay stitched in. But it pulls this up, because if we left it up, it would make this weird fold here, and then that's not nice. We want it nice and flat and pulled down, and these stitches going that way. So now we lay it facing down, and we're going to start. Let's see if you can see them here. Okay, so we started on this side. Now we're going to start here and stitch over these ones, and then go down and stitch over the other side, and that's what locks them together. Okay, stopping in the corner. Let's pull down. Okay, so then we come up over on this side, and we're going to stitch it all the way down to this bottom corner. So we're stitching over our stitches, and you want to stitch them in the same holes so that you don't see them. So can you see? So there's 2 layers of stitches through here that are locking them in. So there's one that goes up this way and then one that comes down this way. You see? Now, on the back, this is what it looks like. See, so you'll have your stitch starting here. You keep this tail. And then this stitch over here, and you keep that tail. And that's how it locks everything in. So from this side, we come over here and we're gonna stitch a little back stitch right here and then all the way off to the edge, to the bottom. And normally, like, I'd have a whole bunch of them and I'd chain them all together on one side and then the other side. Now you're basically done, because for Bonnie, then you just sew this bottom band on and it seals up the bottom edge of your pocket. But if you're not using a Bonnie, you can just sew across this and like close them up. But on the inside, the reason we do it that way is because then you don't have any stitches showing on the inside. It's all nice and clean and professional looking on the inside. And that is a welt pocket. And how not to do one and how to do one.